what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are all doing really well. So for today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a makeup tutorial using the ever so popular Too Faced Sweet Peach. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Sweet Peach eyeshadow palette. So I have to give a shout out to my girl Andrea because her Ulta actually launched these in store before mine, and the week that they launched, she picked this up for me because she was coming down the following weekend to come and spend the day with my husband and I. Her and her boyfriend came down. So she picked this up for me, and I don't know if I would have been able to get my hands on it had she not picked it up for me, because I did try to get it online and it kept selling out like crazy. So shout out to my girl Andrea for picking this up for me, and because of her picking that up for me, I can film this makeup tutorial for you guys. Now, I am going to also be filming a review on this palette, of course showing you guys swatches and giving you my opinion, since today was the first time that I actually used it. So if that video is done and up for you guys, I will go ahead and link it in the top right hand corner of the screen for you to check out if you haven't had a chance to do so. But for today's look, I decided to try to create a very peachy kind of spring summer type look, since that is kind of the whole idea behind this palette. So I did kind of gravitate towards the more peachier shades in the palette to create this makeup look. It's really easy, and it's something that of course is very daytime appropriate, can be worn, you know, on an everyday basis. I tried to create something that's very wearable and easy to recreate for you guys. So I'm going to stop rambling because of course I don't want this intro to be too long. If you are new to my channel, please make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you can become part of my fam here on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you would like to see how to recreate this look, then please keep watching. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into it. You guys know the drill. We're starting off with the eyes, and our Fashion Fly is on the shade Peaches and Cream. This is just a really beautiful matte beigey peach shade. My eyes are already primed with my MAC paint pot, and I'm just setting it with this shade. Next up, I'm going in with the shade Puree, which is just a really gorgeous transition shade. It's kind of like a caramel brown shade. So this is going to go back and forth into the crease. As I said, it's going to be the transition shade, and I'm also going to start to apply that a little bit on the outer V just to prep for the shades that we'll be applying next. So following that, I'm going in with the shade Summer Yum, which is a super cute name for an eyeshadow, but this color is basically like a burnt orange. It's a little bit deeper than the previous shade. This is going also in the crease a little bit lower than that first shade to start to create a little bit of dimension. And then for the lid color, I'm going to be using the shade Bellini, which is a gorgeous pink shimmery shadow, and it kind of has like a golden iridescence to it. It's really, really beautiful. So I'm going to pack this all over the lid. I did also wet my brush with a little bit of my Fix Plus just to help to intensify the color a little bit, and I'm going to pack that all the way up to my crease and then go back in with my blending brush and make sure that all of the edges are nicely blended and everything just goes together really nice and seamless. So following that, I'm going to be picking up the two deep purple shades in the palette. These are the colors Peach Pit and Delectable. I'm going to be mixing the two of those shadows together and applying them to the outer V, really packing on the color first and then blending it into that lid shade. I'm also going to be bringing this a little bit into the crease just to make sure everything is blended nicely, and then of course go in with my blending brush and blend out any harsh lines. And then I'm also going to touch up my lid shade as well, since it did kind of get dulled down a little bit with all of the blending. So next up, I'm going to apply my wing. I'm using my Gerard Cosmetics Eternal Eyeliner, which I have been obsessed with ever since I got it. It's so black and it just glides on like butter. It's super easy to use and I just absolutely love it. And then for my lashes, I'm going to be using the Ardell Double Up Double Wispies. Then after that, I'm just going to touch up my eyeshadow a little bit, and then we're going to jump into the face. So I did go ahead and apply my face products off camera. You guys have seen me do this a million times, but I also did film a foundation review on this day as well, so I applied all of those products off camera. So next up, we're going to pick up with the lower lash line, and I'm picking up the color Peach Pit, which is basically a shimmery purple shadow, and I'm going to apply this on the outer half of my lower lash line. And then I'm also going in with the shade Summer Yum, which we used in our crease, and I'm going to apply that all the way from inner corner to outer corner on my lower lash line, and it's also going to help to blend out that purple. For my waterline, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Scandaleyes Eye Kohl in the shade Nude, and I'm going to apply that, of course, all over my entire inner waterline, and that's really just going to help to open up our eyes and make them pop. And then I'm going to finish off with a coat of mascara, and then of course highlight my inner corner with the shade Luscious, which is just a beautiful shimmery champagne shade with a peach undertone. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to pop that on my inner corner, and then the eyes are finished. So moving on to the face, I'm going to go ahead and contour. I'm using the shade Swiss Chocolate from my MAC blush palette, and I'm going to be applying that on the typical areas that I contour, the hollows of my cheeks, my forehead, you know, on my temples, and then also on the sides of my nose as well. Then I'm going to go ahead and jump into highlighter. I'm using my Anastasia Glow Kit. This one is in the shade That Glow, and I believe that highlighter was bubbly, but I will leave it listed down below. And then for my blush, I'm using this MAC Matte Blush in the shade Pinch Me, which is just an absolutely gorgeous peachy pink shade, which I thought complemented the eyes really, really well. So I'm just going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks and blend it back into my contour. And then next up, we're going to go ahead and take care of these lips. So as usual, I'm going to line my lips first. I'm using my Cocoa Lip Liner by Milani, which you guys know I absolutely love. And I'm just going to line the outermost portion of my lips. And then for my lipstick, I'm using a new lipstick that I recently picked up from MAC in the shade Spirit. And I absolutely love the combination of the two of these together. It just gave me a really beautiful nude lip, which I'm obsessed with. So after that, I'm just going to set everything in place with my Smashbox Primer Water. And then this look is complete. Alright guys, so that brings us to the end of this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I personally am really obsessed with this makeup look. I think it's perfect for every day, and it's really easy to recreate. Like, this can honestly be done with like no effort, but it looks like you really put in a lot of effort to make it come out really nice. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did. Also, I will leave my review on this palette linked down below, so if you're still on the fence about trying to pick it up and you are able to get your hands on it, you can check out my review to, you know, get a little bit more information about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.